Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea, and I'm happy to say the Windjammer has got their live cam back up again. Oh man, I love this cam. That's why I show it all the time. Nice day out there. We're not trying to do a little fishing this morning. Not much happening. Kind of quiet, maybe because cooler weather and cooler water temps or something. Anyways, beautiful day out there. And let's move along to our update of precious metals, our Friday weekend roundup here, I guess I should say. What is it, January 8th Friday? And what the hell is going on here? Well, the good news is, that's the good news. What's the good news? The good news is metals are down. And why you ask me is that's a good news? Because I believe that we shot up so fast that we had to have this kind of back off moment. And it also provides a great opportunity to do what? Buy the friggin' dips. So if you have the opportunity to buy metals at this little bit lower level, absolutely do it. I have a feeling today's kind of a monkey hammering had a lot to do with markets overall, the overall sentiment out there, and again, probably some monkey hammering going on from some of the big players knocking prices down a little bit. But it won't last long, and probably also dollar strength. We've been talking about dollar strength for quite some time. Looks like the stock market's down a little bit too. And there I lost the page there, of course, as soon as I want to show it to you. But who cares about the stock market right now, those greedy little bastards? And let's see what the dollar index is doing. Looks like the dollar was up this morning about the same time as gold started and silver started kind of falling as well. And then you had another drop here. Look at this crazy dollar market here. It's just insane what's going on out there. I don't think anybody knows quite what to do, if you ask me. And so let's move along. It's so confusing out there, economically, politically. Really, we're just along for the ride right now. And as I said yesterday, it's a wild ride that we're going to be on for a little while. Meanwhile, take opportunities when you see these prices and commodities, especially like gold, silver, and platinum, get hammered. Take the opportunity to buy because the dollar is you know, you're going to see these strong moments. They may last a day, they may last a couple days, they may last a week or so. And who knows, maybe a tad more, but the overall trend of the dollar is in the shitter, folks. Sorry about that. And here's good proof of that on a long-term historic kind of graph. If you take a look at this, the dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power since 1900. Gold has increased 53.9 times in its value during that time. Therefore, 1.8% equal purchasing power retained by gold. So gold has retained 97% of its purchasing power. And I'm going to give you a good example of that. Take this $20 bill right here. I'm going to create a time machine for you. And I got this time machine, and I'm going to give you this $20 bill, and I'm also going to give you a $20 gold piece. And I'm going to ask you to step back in time, take this $20 gold bill right here, and take this $20 gold coin, step into my time machine. I want you to go back exactly to around 1920s or 1900, thereabouts. Let's just say 1920. Let's use that. Go back to about 1920, and I want you to bury this gold coin, and I want you to bury this $20 bill. Bury it in the ground so so we can find it when you come back. And what we're going to do is we are going to dig up that gold coin, that $20 gold piece, and we're going to dig up that $20 bill. And we're going to compare how we did. So dig up that gold coin, dig up that $20 bill. We just did it. We have our gold coin. Just imagine there's only one gold coin here, and we use this 10. Although we're going to probably wish we had more. So, so we've opened up our gold 10. We pulled out our gold coin. We pulled out our $20 bill that we buried since 1920. We're opening it up, let's say, tomorrow. And there, you got your $20 gold piece and you got your $20 bill. Well, which one did better? Well, unfortunately, your gold coin would buy $2,000 or more or less 100 $20 bills now. So that's a good example of how cash has lost its value and gold has sustained and kept its value. Another good story I heard years ago was that for example, in 1920s, you could buy a good man's suit with a $20 gold coin, you know, $20 gold piece, which has about an ounce of gold in it. You could buy a nice man's suit. And about the same, you know, and when our dollar was backed by gold as well in the 1920s, a $20 note was backed by gold. So we didn't have fiat currency, but if you had a $20 bill or a $20 gold coin in 1920, you could buy a nice man's suit. Well, you couldn't buy a nice man's suit with a $20 bill today, could you? But you sure as hell could buy a decent man's suit with that $20 gold piece right here, which is worth about $2 grand. So again, which has held its value better over the long term? Definitely gold for sure. That's why you shouldn't panic when you see these little price drops, because overall, compared to the dollar, down the road, you're going to just be buying a lot more dollars with your ounce of gold than you currently can right now. Meanwhile, as I say, don't panic, just buy the dips here. Great dip buying, and if you don't have money to buy the dips, just hang on. Our ride is yet to come, and as I've been saying for the last month or so, couple months actually, we're going to be on a roller coaster ride. And again, don't panic, don't sell, just kind of like relax, because you know your day is coming, and it won't be that too far off in the future. And if you have the opportunity, buy the friggin' dips. Well, that's really about it. Sorry about the lateness of this. I got carried up. I had a big deal I had to do this morning when I would normally do the show. And on top of that, I wanted to wait a little bit and see where markets stabilize. And it looks like markets are kind of stabilized right here. Let me refresh this screen and see what we got going on. What? Silver proving its craziness again with a $1.70 swing. Holy smokes. We were at $27.50 at one time. Now we're about almost $2 down from the high. But again, good opportunity to buy the dips. This won't last long, folks. Trust me. Again, provides a good opportunity to buy at a lower level. But the only thing it hurts is if you were forced to sell your positions today. At these lower levels, you wouldn't be too happy. However, if you're not forced to, don't worry about it. You know, it's not, you're not getting a margin call or anything. So take a look at silver, $1.70 swing, gold, 58 bucks, and platinum even got whacked too. It was holding on to that 1100 for a little while, and then it kind of just took a dump here. Again, nothing to worry about, folks. Don't panic. As I've been saying over and over, just buy the dips, and if you can't buy the dips, just relax and wait it out. It won't last long. Well, that's really it. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metal, living in this crazy world just like you are. Let's see what happens, and meanwhile, let's keep our chins up and make the money on the precious metals, because we know how we're going to do it, and we know how it's done. Of course, the game is rigged, but if you don't play, you can't win. And we know how they rig markets. We know how they rig gold and silver markets, but we know in the long term how they do it, and how we're going to win and benefit from doing that is by ignoring these little dips, buying into them, and just waiting for the dollar to do what the dollar is eventually going to do. Take a big crap. Anyways, have a great weekend. Talk to you later, and that's it.